Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to continue to tap into the energy of the earth element. We'll be focusing a lot on the midsection of the body as this element is connected to the spleen and the stomach. We'll be doing a lot of twisting motions, a lot of core engagement and stabilizing shapes. Find integrity and groundedness within these transitions and moments of balance and challenge. You'll want a couple blocks if you have them available. If you don't have blocks available, that's okay. You can modify. If you do want to have that support, you might just grab a low stool or a low table that you can use to put your hands on whenever you need to. Sit in a comfortable cross-legged seat, up on a stack of blankets or blocks, whatever you have available to elevate your hips over your knees. Cross your forearms, bring your fingertips around to the sides of your ribs. So we're looking for the spleen 21 acupuncture points, which is around the 6 or 7 rib. It's halfway between your shoulder and your elbow, just on the side of the body. So crisscrossing your forearms, wiggle your fingers around, massage that area. Most likely it's going to feel a little bit tender if you've never done this practice before. So that's a good way to figure out if you're in the right spot. Feel for the soft spot, the place that feels a little bit sensitive. And then you can either just continue to massage or you can tap. And if you're not sure, just kind of tap around the area. It's not going to hurt you, and hopefully you'll eventually hit the right spot. Close your eyes. Just continuing either to massage, to put pressure, or to tap. This point is called the Great Embrace. We're evoking this energy of the maternal aspect of the earth, like a big hug. Our spleen really deals with the energies of anxiety and worry. Just thinking of this as a space of comfort for yourself, of settling some of that energy, helping you to process all of the information that comes in through this midsection of the body, helping with digestion. And then just uncrossing your forearms, rest your hands to your thighs, turn your palms to face down. Take a couple breaths, just observing. And then open your eyes. Whenever you're ready, you'll move everything off to the side. Just have one block handy and come on to your back. We'll start today in a constructive rest pose, knees bent, feet to the ground. Take a few rocks of your pelvis just to find your way into a neutral position of the pelvis. So dropping your tail towards the floor, arch your lower back off of the ground, and then tucking your tail, hug your low belly in. Do that 3 or 4 times. And then after your next cycle through your next exhale, find that neutral position where the back of your hips are heavy resting on the ground. There's a light space between your lower back and the floor, but you're not overarching and putting pressure into your low back. Set your knees together, bring your feet a little wider than your hips so you continue to create space in the back of your pelvis. And then rest your right hand over your upper abdomen, your left hand over your lower abdomen. Close your eyes. Start to feel the movement of your breath towards and away from your hands. Bringing awareness into this midsection of the body. Focus more on the exhale, on the engagement of the exhale, the empty pause at the end of the exhale as you hold the breath out and wait for the next cycle to begin. With each breath out, draw your navel towards your back, lightly squeeze your inner knees together. And then just soften that engagement, let the next breath come in. Exhaling belly to back, squeeze the inner knees, and inhale, expand the breath. Relax that effort of hugging the legs, just resting the inner knees together. We'll take a slow version of breath of fire. Keep your hands resting on the front of your body for a little bit of feedback and contact. As we take breath of fire, feeling that pulling of the belly to the back, snapping of your navel back to shoot the breath out, and then your inhale is passive. You'll just expand your belly again and let the breath come in. So take a full cycle of breath. Inhale. Exhale, draw your navel to your spine, empty out. Squeeze your belly in, and then relax the tension in your belly, let breath seep in, and begin breath of fire. Focusing on the effort of snapping the navel back to the spine. Letting whatever breath enters the body just enter as you relax that tension. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Empty out, hug the belly in, and then relax the belly, take the breath back in. You can use soft breaths. Drop your arms away from your body, turn your palms to face up. Rock your knees slowly from side to side, turning your head in the opposite direction. Find a gentle twist. And then point your knees back up to the ceiling. Hug your knees to your body. Wrap your arms around your shin. Give yourself a little squeeze. Take your hands to the back of your thighs. Extend and bend your legs. It's going towards a straight leg as far as you can. Open the back of the knees and then bend them again. Depending on how you're feeling in the back of your legs and your lower back, you can do this next exercise with your legs extended, or you can bend your knees about 90 degrees. You'll take your block, place it in between your upper thighs as close to your pubic bones as you can comfortably rest it, and then lightly hug onto the block just so that you're holding it in place. Interlace your hands behind your head. Relax your head into your hands. So what we're not doing in this is yanking our head up. We're going to keep the head heavy. Concentrate on the engagement in the belly as a means to create lightness and lift through the upper back. So take a full breath in here. Scoop your elbows up towards the ceiling. Hold your breath in, hug the block, and then tuck your tailbone, lift through your thighs. On your exhale, pull your belly to your back. From all of that stability, float your head and shoulders off the ground. Keep your head heavy in your hands. Inhale, lower your head down. Really slow, controlled movement. Hold your breath, hug the block, lift through your thighs. Exhale, draw your low belly in, float your head and chest up. Again, inhale, lower. Hold your breath, hug the block, lift your legs. Exhale, belly to spine. Float your head and chest. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lower down. Re-engage through the legs, tuck your tailbone. Exhale, draw your navel in and up. Float your head and chest off of the ground. Last time, inhale, lower. Hold the breath, hug the block, re-engage, draw your belly in as you exhale, float up through your head and chest. And then rest your head to the ground. Bend your knees, keep your block where it is. Take your arms into a robot position, fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling. Plug your feet into the floor, press down through the back of your arms, lift your hips to come into a bridge. Holding here, anything that's touching the ground, connect it a little bit more intentionally. Press down through the back of your head, through the back of your upper arms, and through your feet. Feel for drawing your heels towards your body. Point your tail down towards the back of your heels and then set your hips back down to the floor. Take a moment here, finding that neutral position of your pelvis again. And then one more time, lift the legs. A little bit different this time. Add a twisting rotation to that movement. Keep the head and neck off of the ground through the duration of it. If that becomes too strenuous on your neck, just rest your head down, take a break. But again, we're working with this really slow and controlled breath movements so that we are concentrating on the action of stabilizing rather than how high we can get our head up off of the ground. Take the opposite interlace of your hands, rest your head in your palms. Scoop your elbows up so you have this cradle for your head. Take a breath in, this time lifting your head and shoulders off of the ground. Stay here, hold your breath. Hug the block, lift your thighs. Exhale, point your elbows towards your right thigh. Right shoulder blade stays off of the ground. Inhale, come back to the middle. Keep your shoulder blades and head lifted if you can. Squeeze and lift your thighs. Exhale, elbows to the left. Inhale, recenter. Holding, squeeze the block, lift, exhale, lift your elbows straight up. Inhale, lower halfway. Hug the block, lift your thighs. Exhale, elbows to the right. Inhale to the middle. Hug the block, lift your thighs. Exhale, elbows to the left. Inhale to the middle. Squeeze the block, lift through your inner legs, scoop your tailbone. Exhale, elbows lift straight up. Pull your belly to your back. And lower halfway, breathe in. Squeeze and lift your thighs. Exhale, elbows right. Inhale to the center. Squeeze and lift your block. Exhale, elbows left. Come back to the middle as you breathe in. Last time, squeeze and lift the block. Exhale, elbows straight up. Draw your belly in. Rest your head to the floor. Bend your knees. Come back into your bridge. Press it through your feet. Lift your hips. This time, interlace your hands underneath you. Roll your upper arm bones towards each other. Press down through your feet, the back of your arms, and the back of your head. Take your breath into the sides of your ribs. And then slowly lowering down, pulling your heels back towards your seat, tailbone towards the floor as you land. Block is going to come off to the side. We'll do one last set of these abdominal exercises, right thigh crossing over left. Just hug your legs towards your body for a moment, opening up the back of the hips a little bit more. Knees will come over the hips now. You can stay with this single wrap, or you might take a double wrap. Tuck your right toes underneath your left thigh. Stack your hands on the front of your right thigh. And now, as best as you're able, we're going to try and keep this alignment of the knees over the hips. You'll take a breath in here. Hold your breath as we did before. Scoop your tailbone up, squeeze your inner thighs together. And then as you exhale, push your hands into your legs. At the same time, try and pull your legs to your body. Release that tension, breathe in. Squeeze the thighs, lift through your knees. Exhale, pull your legs to your body. Belly to back, press the legs away with your hands. Again, inhale. Squeeze, lift your thighs, tuck your tail. Exhale, belly to back, press hands and legs into each other. Unwrap your legs. Draw your knees in, take a happy baby. Drop your tail towards the floor, rock side to side. Wrap your left leg over your right, so just switching sides. Hug your legs towards your body. And then stack your knees over your hips. Bring your knees to about a 90-degree bend again. You can tuck your left toes around the back of the right calf. Hands on your front thigh. Take a breath in. Hug your thighs, lift your knees. Exhale, pull your thighs towards your body. Press your legs away with your hands, navel to back. Just 2 more times. Inhale. Squeeze and lift the thighs. Exhale, pulling in. Press your hands into your legs. Last time. Unwrap your legs. Hugging your knees to your body. Drop your arms out to the sides. Knees will come over towards your right elbow. Look over your left shoulder. Rest your right hand on your left side ribs. Take your breath into your hand. Release your hand. Slowly bring your knees back to the middle. Shift as you need to bring your hips a little bit more to the right as your knees come over to the left. Left hand to right side ribs, looking over your right shoulder. Draw your knees back into your body, holding either onto the front of the shins or the back of your thighs. Start to roll up and down. Slowly bring yourself up to sit.